Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and I'm Panda. As you can see, I have a great view around here. This is a beautiful lake around my home, and imagine this lake. One day it's dried out and there's no water, and it looks like a small desert. And the dried lake happened in one of my most favorite classical stories that I'll be reviewing to you today. It's called Holes, written by Louis Sachar. Now, let's hop into the videos. Holes is one of my most favorite classical books that I've ever read. And this book was published in the August 20 of 1998. And later it was transformed in and this book, the book follows a falsely accused of stealing charity shoes by the famous Clyde Livingston, and the one who is fully accused is Stanley Yonitz. And first, the story began when Stanley was sent to the Camp Green Lake, which is a place that is really far from where they have food and water. When Stanley arrived at Green Camp Lake, he arrived two maybe a bit main characters. No, it's not characters that. In fact, the story is Mr. Sir, who is in charge of the camp, and Mr. Pendansky, which is in charge of Stanley's group, and which is Group D. And when he was arrived in his group, he met Armpit, Zigzag, Zero, Armed, and more people. And the only jobs to do at the camp is that they have to, every day they have to dig a hole that are tall and length equal to 5 feet. And if they found anything interesting, they could give it to the warden, so that if they felt that it is interesting, they could let someone who found it a day off. And in the story, other than telling only about what is happening in the present, the author told us about the coincidence between the past between Stanley and his friend when he met at the Camp Zero. And when we read, the author put the story in the present and the past interleaving with each other's, and that helped the readers to feel excited about what is happening next, and like they want to read the next. And really, the book really does create an attraction that pull readers into the book, like they want to. Is that the characters are drawn with diversity. They have different characters, they have outlooks and thinking about life, and of course different crime that leads them to the camp. And only Stanley is the one who is falsely accused, and of course Zero too. And in the book, there are answers that are answered throughout my time reading the book, and and a lot of things that have reason that are not used and that are not useful for life. I would like to give an example. Throughout the beginning of the story, I wondered why the kids have to dig holes. What lessons will they be teaching them, and what does the holes help them to learn? And in the last part of the book, I figured out that they dig holes to help someone find each other. That could be mystery, and that could be untrue. Like the kids are drawn like slaves of people that want to dig an imaginary treasure, but not helping them to learn any lessons. So I think maybe, and because of the unhelpful and unuseful the function the camp brought, later on what happened to camp, read the book and then you will know. Now I want to go to personal experience part. Now let's go. So my experience of reading Holes is between about 2 days. So this is my work that my teacher gave me to finish after a week, and I have to read this book on the computer. So I don't have that feeling of like reading a book with paper. However, the book at the first part, they are really attractive. And like the first part really asking questions like why Stanley is there and will he be out at the end of the story. And one more thing is that in the story, the author really like interleaving the past and the present, so like I feel really attracted. And in the story there's a plot twist, so if you like plot twist story, you should really choose this book. And one more thing about this book is that a lot of characters are drawn differently, and I really like that way of telling the story of the author. And I really, this is one of my first time reading a book on a computer. I used to read book on a Kindle, but never in a computer. And I think this book really cost any penny that you spend on it. And now let's move to an important part of a video. It's scoring time. Let's go. In this episode, I'll be giving the book Holes, written by Louis Sachar, a score of very great, which is level 4. The reason that I gave the book that score is because the storyline, the main idea, and the plot twist and the detail of the book is really attractive, and it is really attractive for a novel. And this is one of the most I've ever read. And the reason that I'm rating is that the story includes a diversity of people, and the way of presenting interleaving past and present is really great. And the words that the author used, like the phrases, are really easy for people to read. So I recommend this book for every age. And I think this is the end of our video today. If you like it, press the like button, subscribe, and share the video so that more people can approach your videos. And remember to hit the bell button to be notified if we are releasing any new videos. And I think this is the end of our video today. Remember to keep you safe in the COVID-19 pandemic, and have a great day. Peace out.